Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about kinship diagrams. And a kinship diagram is a pretty standard part of any cultural anthropologist toolkit, and it's basically a way of keeping track of who is related to whom within a population of people. And it generally starts with your point of contact that will be represented with a square or a rectangle, and we call that person ego. So ego is your point of contact. And let's say ego has a sister and a brother. Okay, sisters are always represented, well, females are always represented with circles, and males are always represented with triangles. So this is the sister over here, and this is ego's brother over here. And if they're full-blooded siblings, they will all come from a mated pair, mother and a father. And so the mother would be the maternal parent. Father obviously is, oops, that's a B, is the paternal parent. I'm going to redo that here because, well, actually, I'll just get rid of that to make room for more lines that are going to have to be drawn here in a moment. So, okay, in determining family relationships, let's say the mother has a sister and a brother, and actually, now that I think about it, I should probably get rid of this too. And if they're all full-blooded siblings, they will come from a set of parents themselves who will be ego's maternal grandparents. And let's say the father also has a sister and a brother. We're going to keep this really simple because this is basically just an introduction to how kinship diagrams work. So the father and his brother and sister, they're all going to come from a mated pair, which will be the paternal grandparents. All right. So ego's mother's sister would be the maternal aunt or aunt, and ego's maternal brother, or ego's mom's brother, would be the maternal uncle. In our terms, in our type of society. Other societies have different terms for different relatives and actually have different ways of determining who's related to whom, but that's a subject for a different video. Okay, so same thing over here with the father. The ego's father's sister would be paternal aunt, and ego's father's brother would be paternal uncle. in a bilineal descent system, like I just mentioned. In some other cultures, your father's siblings might not be considered related to you, or in other cultures, your mother's siblings might not be considered related to you. But in a bilineal descent system, like the one we use, this is pretty much how it goes. And so I'm going to pick a different color here to represent people from outside of what we would consider the bloodline. So let's say your or Ego's maternal uncle gets married, and they have some kids. Let's say a girl and a boy. Okay, so those are going to be Ego's maternal cousins. And same thing over on the other side. If the paternal uncle, let's say, or actually we did uncle on the other side, let's say the paternal aunt marries a guy and they have kids together. Let's say a girl and a boy. Okay, so these are going to be the paternal cousins. And that's basically how you do a kinship diagram when you're using a bilineal descent system like what we use. As far as matrilineal and patrilineal descent systems go, I'm going to try and keep this information in smaller, more bite-sized portions. So that will be in a different video, and that's it for now. See you around.